Ever wondered how trailblazing risk leaders navigate uncertainty with finesse and confidence? Uncover the surprising connections between their personal journey and professional prowess, and get ready to learn and elevate your risk management game with the Risk Masters podcast. Join host Julian Hay in collaboration with Risk.net as they delve into hidden gems of risk leadership through engaging conversations and thought-provoking insights from board directors to chief risk officers and business leaders.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of The Download, short-form insights from the Risk Master podcast. My objective is to provide you with some snippets and insights from each guest and link them to the frameworks and challenges we explore and observe at Aevitium Limited. In today's episode, we revisit some of our discussion with Brenda, Chief Revenue Officer and Chief Risk Officer, academic and board advisor, with a fantastic background in banking, energy, technology, international finance, and academia. For this particular episode, we will explore how resilience is built through leadership visibility, lived governance, and cultural clarity, especially in crisis. This is a download. I'm Julien A. Thanks for listening. One of the aspects Brenda explored during the interview was her time at Constellation Energy. When she joined, just before the 2008 financial crisis, the company share price was about $107, and it very quickly fell to $26.5, nearly collapsing. At the time, Berkshire Hathaway provided liquidity, but cited risk governance and the quality of risk management as a core reason for that. One aspect Brenda emphasized in the discussion was that employee pensions were invested in company stock, and so leadership, especially from a risk standpoint, became really a moral imperative, not just a technical safety net. In our work at Aevitium, what we observe is that culture is a risk control, and the quality and importance of risk culture is paramount. In a crisis, although the frameworks matter, the value and leadership in action matter even more, and the level of preparation of your organization to deal with such environment and the decision they're going to make will make all the difference between having an organization that might survive with one that can thrive and learn from mistakes. Brenda also elaborated on a metaphor that I found fantastic, the sombrero perspective. Chief risk officers need to have that sombrero view, that 360 degrees seeing the full enterprise view. This is one of those rare functions like the CFO and also the CEO that must embrace everything the organization does to be able to deliver on its objective and responsibilities. Brenda advocated for rotating high performers into risk roles so that they can learn not only about risk management, but actually about the full enterprise. So risk shouldn't be seen as a fill gaps. It should be seen as a platform to prepare future leaders. In our work at Aevitium, we do foster risk visibility. We feel that risk must be enterprise-wide and really embraced at executive level. Too many organizations nowadays still see risk as a support function, perhaps to a CFO function or something else, and do not deliver a seat at the table. As a result, they miss those connection points back to the strategy and how strategy and operational management interconnects. So this isn't a shadow strategy. It's real strategy literacy for future leaders. The last point I wanted to come back to today is on the power of risk committees, and Brenda elaborated on her example of Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, whose favorite meeting happens to be the weekly risk committee. It is strategic for him. They debate choice, like who are they going to partner with, who are they going to fund. He has direct insight into what his business does. In that context, there's no right answer. It's only about appetite, brand, and strategic alignment. Building on that, it is important to know that governance isn't static. It has to be active, participatory, and leadership-driven. At Aevitium, our work with governance really focus on making sure the right conversations are taking place, and that means talking about strategy, interconnection to decision-making, being able to flush dissent and potentially conflicts is paramount. When it's lived properly, it enables effective decision-making, but when it's performative, when it's ignored, then it can at best become a waste of time at worst, lead toward the wrong decision being made. So ask yourself, if your company were to face a near-death moment tomorrow, will risk be seen as a department and the reason why the organization survived? Through preparation, through having the right culture, through having the right governance. From our perspective, resilience is built long before a crisis occurs. It's about making sure that your culture is unable to flush out issues and potential events that could turn into full-on crisis, to challenge, to provide leadership visibility, and to have the hard discussion. This is a download. I'm Julien A. Thanks for listening. If you found the snippets interesting, please listen to the full conversation with Brenda Bultwood on Riskmasters. You can find the link in the show notes. And if this sparks a thought, please share it or connect with me via LinkedIn or Aevitium. Let's keep shaping how risk enables transformation, not just prevent loss. It is about being proactive, not only reactive.
Thank you for joining us on Riskmasters today. If you're ready to master risk and unleash your full potential, here's how you can take the next steps. First, head over to julianhay.com to discover even more valuable insights from our Riskmasters. We've got a treasure trove of knowledge waiting for you. Second, don't miss out on future episodes. Hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcasting platform. Stay tuned for fascinating discussions on risk management. And third, if you found today's episode valuable, please share it on social media. Help others discover the world of Riskmasters and embark on their journey of risk mastery. Remember, success favors the bold. See you on the next episode of Riskmasters.